Hello everyone, in this video we'll be looking at how to use for loops to get multiple user input based on a value specified by the user. So this is pretty much the previous video but an improved version. In what way improved? In a way of we no longer will hard code this value to be number 4, but instead we will ask the user to put in the number that they want, the number of numbers that they want to enter. So let's start off by putting a message to the user. So this is going to make our program more flexible. Rather than just being a fixed number of 4, it could now run up to whatever the value that the user specifies. So let's ask the user, how many numbers would you like to enter? And a question mark. And again, if you notice, I'm using the right method just so that the entry or the prompt that is coming from the user goes on the same line as this. Then what we want to do is we actually need to declare an integer called counter. So I'm going to do that here. And this only needs to be an integer, not a double, because how many numbers does the user want to enter is going to be a whole number. So that can be saved into an integer. So that, like the message or the comment that is in here. And remember the entry comes in as a string. So we need to convert that into an integer. But this is what I've just copied is actually a double. So we need to use the toInteger to convert this into an integer instead of a double. So not many changes is required. So this is again the same program that we've written in the previous video, but now we are just adding a few more parts just to make it more flexible. So it's pretty much these 3 lines. We've got our counter. Now we know how many numbers that the user wants to enter. We no longer need to have this value 4. Instead, it will be that counter. So here is how I've updated the messages or the comments. We will have the loop run up to the counter variable. So instead of 4, whatever value, it could be 4, 5, 600, whatever. So the program is now a bit more flexible. The other thing that we need to change is our average is always divided by 4, but it could no longer be just 4, it could be any number. So I've also updated my comment here in line 41 to also be divided by counter. Then nothing else really changes, that's about it. Let's give this a run and let's see how it works. So I'm going to test it first with 4 numbers, which is pretty much what we always had. And then I'm going to run this again and then test it with a different number. So if I say 5 and let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and our average is 4, and I can even do 2 numbers. Let's make them easy numbers so our average remains easy to validate. So that's pretty much it. I hope this helps you make your program more flexible, and I'll see you in future videos. Thank you.